What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we got some very, very unfortunate news. Very unfortunate news. Bad news. As Ryan Garcia's ex-wife and children's mom and family are reaching out to the public and asking for their prayers and saying that this is not Ryan Garcia promoting or trolling. This is actually real. They're not together, and Ryan is depressed. And she's asking everybody to keep him in their prayers. This ahead of his mega showdown, April 20th, Brooklyn, New York, at the Barclays Center against his biggest rival in Devin the Dream Haney. So, I personally reached out to Henry Garcia to see, if Ryan was okay, right? Is this him trolling? Because Henry Garcia, he responded to messages that people were concerned and asking him, and he said Ryan is just trolling. He's just doing it in a bad way. But I reached out to Henry. He didn't respond now. And she took to social media on behalf of the family and is asking everybody for their prayers. Quote, let's listen to what she said. She says, if all my followers, now she misspelled some things, so I'll paraphrase for her. She said, quote, if all my followers who are believers, can you please pray for Ryan? We are not together anymore, and I've been in contact with him, and he may seem fine, but he is definitely not. I know in my heart he is being heavily, she said, oppressed. Okay. Then she says, this is not a troll. I'm genuinely concerned. And so is all his family members. We are not part of any of this promotion and want him to get better. But this is absolutely real. Please pray for him. End quote. Right. So she's saying that, they're not together. This is not him trolling. She's been in contact with him. And things are not good. The family is concerned. Everybody is concerned with Ryan Garcia. Now, she said he's heavily oppressed. I don't know about him being oppressed, but heavily depressed. Okay, I think that she meant to say he's heavily depressed. Okay, oppressed, meaning that people are pushing down on him. He's not oppressed, right? But depressed, yes, right? This is not a troll. I'm genuinely concerned. So she's saying that she's not trolling, right? This is not a troll post. She's genuinely concerned, as well as the family is genuinely concerned. And his family members are asking for us to pray for him, right? We know Ryan Garcia has been through this and down this road before. I did a video on this earlier, and I talked about this ad nauseum, right? And I said this. You can clearly see that Ryan Garcia is dealing with mental health issues. He cannot stay focused at all whatsoever. He is easily distracted. He is easily manipulated. He is easily influenced. And the reason that to be the case is because his thoughts are all over the place. You can see it. His brain is moving 1,000 miles an hour. That's why a lot of things he says, it comes off as weird, right? I gave an example of that from myself when I personally was going through such. When you go through it, maybe when you're not a person that has been through it, you can't identify it. When you're a person that has been through these things, and know people that has been through these things, then you can easily identify it. It's not a joke. And when Ryan Garcia came out and he stated that he smokes and he drinks, and I told you guys, well, people took it and they took it incorrect. Now, I will say this, Devin Haney was right in what he says, because Devin Haney says we are role models. We are 25-year-old multimillionaires that young youth look up to us. And he's 1,000% correct. But here's where I differ, is because if you're not going through this mentally, you don't understand what it's like. So at times it's easier said than done, right? And so clearly, okay, Ryan Garcia is grasping for any tool to help him cope, whether that be him smoking, whether that be him drinking, whether that be religion, whether that be his faith, right? He's grasping for anything to cope with what he's going through, to help him through this walk in life. When you are going through these things, the worst thing to do is be able to live in your own head. Nobody can help you. Only you can help yourself. And the way to suppress that is by smoking, drinking, and belief that there's a reasoning, right? And so that's what gets you up. That's what gets you because those things help you escape reality. So again, is he a role model? 1000%. But again, if you're not going through this, I've been through this, right? Where I had using alcohol as a suppressor, okay, to help me cope. You understand? I never went to smoking, but I understand what it is. I went to religion, right? Because you are grasping, right? It's like you falling down, you sliding down a slippery slope, and you're just trying to grasp for anything that can help you cope. And those things help you escape reality. So at the time, they make you feel better. But what you don't realize is that the next day, you'll be right back or worse in the same position you was if you don't understand how to deal. And so it's unfortunate because Ryan Garcia is somebody who has tons of talent and potential, but this is a hindrance. Remember when Ryan Garcia was saying before the Tank Davis fight some years ago, before he came back, when he took a hiatus, then came back and fought Javier Fortuna, and then he fought, he had those 2 comeback fights. But remember before that, he was saying he was going to fight Manny Pacquiao. He's going to sign and fight Tank Davis. And then he said, you know what? I got to take a break. I got to push away. He signed to fight Javier Fortuna. And then he said, listen, you know what? I can't do this. I got to push away. And everybody thought that it was an excuse. But I'm here to tell you guys, what Ryan Garcia is going through is not an excuse. It's very real. And for somebody who's been there and been going through it, you can see it a mile away. Now, one thing I will tell you is working out, you have these peaks and valleys. So when you work out, you're in those endorphins, it make you feel great, feel wonderful. So he can work out and then feel wonderful and on the outside look great. Another alarming thing he said, there was somebody that went in his comment section, a friend of Jake Paul's, and they said, I missed the old Ryan. And he said, if you really care, you would call me. These are cries for help, but people can't see it because most people are not as fortunate financially in the position Ryan Garcia's in. And so that is always the go-to. Man, you a millionaire. As if that makes you feel better. There's plenty of millionaires that's going through these issues and they can't see the forest through the trees. So when you financially struggling and you see somebody in a financially great position, you automatically go to that and say, man, what you worrying about? You a millionaire. That's material things. And the worst thing to do is live in your own head. This is truly unfortunate for Devin Haney because this is a marquee crossover fight for him. They have fought 6 times in the amateurs. They split 3-3. This is a big pay-per-view event headlining in New York. A big money event for Devin Haney. It's a big money event and marquee fight for Devin Haney, right? A commercial fight for Devin Haney. He's already building the legacy fights, but this is a commercial fight with somebody who is a rival and has history with. He's already an undefeated 2-division champion, undisputed lightweight, now reigning WBC junior welterweight champion. He's 31 wins, no loss, no draw. He is 15 wins by way of knockout, 25. Ryan Garcia is 24 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 20 wins by way of knockout. He's also 25. This is Ryan Garcia's first official opportunity to fight for a world title. This is a legacy fight for Ryan Garcia. But unfortunately, at the rate that it's going, I don't think it's going to happen. He's also putting up alarming, cryptic messages on his social media. Very, very gruesome and ugly messages. This is not, the way. So again, at this point, this fight, I'm 85% sure this fight is not going to happen, and 15% will be surprised at this rate where Ryan Garcia is going. Now they put Arnold Barboza on the undercard. He's been put in position in place to, step in for anybody that could pull out. Predict mainly for Ryan Garcia, right? Arnold Barboza is 29 wins, no loss, no draw, 11 wins by way of knockout, 32 years of age, 5'9" with a 72-inch arm reach, right? So he's the co-main event. But if you look at the press conference, you can see Arnold Barboza sitting at the press conference alone. And he says when he walks up to the podium, he's out of place, because you have Devin Haney's team, Ryan Garcia team, then Arnold Barboza sitting there by himself. And then he goes up and says, if anybody pulls out, I'm more than ready to fill in. He's a security blanket, period. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.